Before we talk about the Keltec RDB, we're going to talk about saving money. If you run thermal, rangefinders, night vision, anything like that, you're probably spending a lot of money on batteries. This here is the VX2 Pro from Xtar. It is a smart charger for anything from 18650 batteries on down to AAA's. You can charge your batteries, discharge, recharge, refresh, and set your batteries for the perfect charge to store them. After just a few cycles of recharging your batteries, this thing will already pay for itself. I'm going to put a link in the comments. Check it out though. It is the VX2 Pro. If you're running thermals, optics, if you're running rangefinders, night vision, don't keep buying batteries. This thing right here will save you some money. Now, let's take a look at this Keltec RDB. We're going to do a real quick tabletop review on the Keltec RDB. It is a Bullpup 556. If you're not familiar with Bullpups, the barrel starts back here. So it has a full 16.5-inch barrel. The mags go back here and it ejects out the bottom behind the mag. Just let you look at that for a second. We'll flip her over here. This gun is clear and the action's back and everything. But we'll go ahead and move that forward. What this gun does have is an ambidextrous safety. It's got a short piece of Picatinny up here for your optics. This one's sporting a red dot because these are not the most accurate rifles around. They're not horrible. You're looking at, roughly 2.5 to 3.5 MOA with the ammo I've been using. Now, there may be some that it just loves. And I shot it out to 300 yards on a 1/3 scale steel target. And I could make hits easy enough. But for where my ARs, I can just pick a spot to hit. This here, you're kind of picking an area to hit. What it lacks in precision, it makes up for in utter reliability. This is the second one that I've had and shot. And the first one was amazingly reliable also, but it was exactly as accurate as this one. So I'm just guessing that these aren't super accurate. Now, you go back, I tested the Tavor also. It wasn't exactly a tack driver either. So I'm thinking it probably just has something to do with this bullpup design. They're not made, perhaps, for really reaching out and tagging stuff. They are made for maneuverability, which is where this thing shines. This is the same length as a Mark 18 SBR with the stock compressed. Now, some pretty cool stuff about this. I think it's cool anyway. You might think it's shit. But where the mags insert back here, instead of like an AR-15 that's got a mag release up here, this lever right here. So you never really have to do a whole lot. I'll try to get this in there so you can see. But you can just come back with your hand and drop the mag, or you can just hit it like that. But I think that's pretty cool, and it's been very positive. I haven't had any trouble with dropping mags. At first, I thought my hand might interfere with that and drop a mag inadvertently or something, but that has not been the issue. I'll give you an idea. I was talking about the Mark 18, but it's also the exact same length as the Mossberg Shockwave in 12 gauge. I don't know. I have no idea how that camera's set up. You might not be able to see shit I'm doing. But it's got really nice little sling attachments everywhere. On this particular one, I just ran a single point sling. We are going to take it to the range this weekend. It's Friday night. I think the date is the 19th. We're going to take it to the range this weekend, and we're going to shoot it by itself. We're going to shoot it against my AR-15, and Honestly, the use for this, I would say if someone was, it'd be an excellent truck gun, vehicle gun, side by side. It's super maneuverable, and you're still getting that 16-inch barrel velocity. Um, Now out here in the rural area, I do like my AR-15s. They're just they're just an accurate platform, and I do use them for coyotes and hunting and stuff like that. If I lived in town and was wanting to make this part of my bug out plan, then this rifle right here would be exactly what I would want. 30 rounds, 5.56, and a couple extra magazines. You're going to be able to get the hell out of Dodge pretty safely. You'll be able to defend your place and stuff like that. Like I said, though, out here, I'm in the country, and it's just, I've got my ARs, and I just really like them. This does have an adjustable gas piston, so you can adjust it if you want to change out your muzzle device to a suppressor or something like that. I will say that Kel-Tec puts these some bitches on so tight that they're almost, it's just ridiculous to get off. But once you get it off, you can just fine tune this to run with any can that you want. It is a really interesting rifle. It's metal where it needs to be, and as always, Kel-Tec throws you in plenty of polymer where it doesn't need metal. So it does have some Picatinny down here on the bottom. You could mount a light or something like that. And I don't know. This is the second one, like I said, I've shot, and they've both been super, super reliable with very mediocre accuracy. The shells eject out the bottom here. Now, I was worried. I did a forced double feed on this to see how hard it would be to clear. Honestly, it was no worse than any other double feed. You can get up in there pretty good. The bolt is way back here, so anytime you're having feeding troubles, your ammo is going to be right there. But like I say, it's not a gun for everyone. It wouldn't be my first pick for a 5.56, but for a bullpup that is a fraction of the price of the Tavor or the Springfield Hellion, this is a good little rifle, and it is reliable. Anyway, I will post the shooting videos up sometime this weekend. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you'll come back and check out the range videos that we do with it. Check out the VX2 Pro from XTAR, the battery charger. I think it'll save you some money. That's what this channel was for, is just to try to pick out stuff and review it so you don't have to spend your money to see if you like it or not. Anyway, if you're the praying type, if you wouldn't mind, drop a little prayer for my buddy Trenton. He could use some right now. And as always, thank you so much for being here.